Good afternoon and welcome to my new space. So we have moved into our beautiful warehouse. Today we're doing a repair on, yes, another rocket Giotto. I don't know why these find the way to me. I was going to say I'm not a big fan of them. I'm very neutral actually towards the rocket. I'm neither a fanboy or a hater. I just don't, I think they're a bit overhyped. But let's take a look at this one. This one today is not heating up, so let's find out why. Okay, so looking on top, we removed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws on top, and underneath we've got I can't see, we've got about 6 hex heads that needs to be removed as well. So we've done that. Now let's take the cover off and have a look inside. And I've left one on this one here. It's got very nuts you got to get in, get it out. Quite painful. All right. Now we're inside the world's most loved domestic machine. What is it that makes these guys so special? Okay, so the first two most obvious places to check. We've got an issue with it heating up. So here we've got the element, and here we've got the pressure stat. So we want to check that we've got continuation on the pressure stat. So we can do that with just a basic electrical tester. So now when the machine's cold, yeah, it's making contact. So that one is okay. That's probably not the faulty part. Next we're going to check the element. We're going to do the same thing. So I'll take one terminal off and nothing. All right. So now, before we just change the element and send it back to the customer, there's another question we need to ask is, why is that happening? Why is the element not making any contact? So it's burned out, obviously. Yeah. So I'm testing between. I'll give you guys a closer look. Hang on a second. Okay, so we tested the pressure stat. Now we tested the element, and the element is the faulty bit. Now we need to find out, why is the element burned out? Is there no water in the boiler? Has it run dry? Is that why it's burning out? Because if you just replace the element and don't find out why that's happening, it could be an old element that's just burned out over time, but 8 times out of 10 there's another issue. The boiler's not filling up and it's running dry and therefore burning out. So let's check next if there's any water in the boiler. There's a couple of ways we can do that. On some machines you have a sight glass on the front. On this one we don't. So a simple way to check how much water is in the boiler is we can go in just from the top. So I'm going to undo one of these. Do a dipstick test. You can do that with a piece of cardboard or whatever, a skewer, and just check how much water is in the boiler. So let's do that next. Alright, just cut a piece of cardboard. I'm going to stick it down I'm going to stick it in. It's wet. Alright, so just put the cardboard that far down, and that's how wet it is. So if you have a look on the outside of the boiler, you can see the wet cardboard. We are covering the element, so it's not an issue. Okay, I've checked that there's water in there. Now the other thing we're going to check is we're going to check that the water level sensor, which is this fella, is actually okay. So I'm putting the water level sensor back in, and the next thing I'm going to check now, so we've seen there's water in the tank, which is great, but maybe at some stage there wasn't water in the tank. So what we're going to do is we're going to play with this wire here. We're going to put it on and off, and we're going to see how quick the computer board is to react to what we're doing. So plug it in. Make sure the machine's on. Put the water tank in. Okay, the water tank's in. Machine's on. 1, 2, 3. And you can hear the pump pumping water in. So that was actually pretty quick. So I'll try it again. Take it off. 1, 2. Alright. Like I said, sometimes these elements do just burn out. So now we've checked a couple of things. We checked, one, the water level in the machine is right. We've checked that the computer box, which is down there, is doing the right thing. So it's censoring. We made a dummy test, so we acted as if there's no water in the tank. That's what that taking that wire off does. And it was pumping in more water. The boiler's full. All we got to do now is order the correct part and change the element. So I'll go ahead and do that. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll do some more repairs, some more coffee roasting, and some more setting up this great new space. Thanks again. See you soon.